Hello! Hello, everyone who's watching. Welcome back to Twitchin Leeks. Don't really know what I'm doing here. Some kind of hybrid podcast, video game, DJ thing. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm having fun figuring this all out. If you're watching from Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, you can send me comments and they will pop up in the screen. I think. Let me try this. Yeah. So let me know how it sounds, what it looks like. I think last time it was lagging pretty hard. My webcam was pretty slow. I don't know what was happening. I should probably reset that now. How's that? Oh. Happy Tuesday. Kind of figured out some new stuff with this live streaming thing. I just want to test it out. I'm gonna do like a podcast version of this thing too, where it's not really like video games. Michikazu, my brother Chris, what's up, dude? Yeah, I got some. Dude, I figured out how to import like audio and video now, so we can do that cross play thing where we're both on webcams and all that stuff we've been talking about, playing Skate. Follow Mediocre Mitch on Facebook. He's been streaming the game PGA 2K something. I just bought it. I played last night and I suck. I suck so much. It's like, I think I shot 8 over par, but it's a super fun game. It's like it's a nice break from like meth head Fortnite or Warzone. Like, I don't know. I love all those games, but it's also nice to play like a real chill, mellow like game. So we'll be doing some golf video game streams. Anyway, welcome back to Twitchy Leeks. Oh, my dog is sad. What's the matter? Come here. This is Marishka, our dog that we just rescued from Vegas. She's a purebred border collie from, where are you from? Corpus Christi? Oh, Corpus Christi! She's hype right now. She really wants to play catch, but I'm doing the live stream, girl. Come on now. We'll go to the park after. But yeah, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, doing live stream stuff. If you guys noticed, in the upper right-hand corner, I have a mixed plate shaka up in the corner. If any of you guys have watched any of my mixed plate stuff, we used to do a podcast kind of a lot, and then I kind of just fell off hardcore. Stopped DJing altogether, stopped doing the podcast, and so I guess this is my reboot, reboot back into podcasting and doing streaming stuff. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's like the whole streaming thing it's fun because it's a big like tinkering thing. Like, to set all this stuff up is pretty silly. Like, the concept is simple. It's just a webcam, microphone, but then when you want to add like stupid effects and you want to do like play PlayStation and DJ at the same time, and add like intro screen and play music. It takes a lot of time, I guess. It takes a lot of time to figure stuff out. But yeah, if you like tinkering with like software or gear or whatever, then yeah, streaming's pretty fun. What was I gonna? Oh yeah, so for this stream, I kind of just wanted to do like a little, I don't know, talk about like stuff, talk about news, things that's happening in our country, in our state. So let me pull this thing up here. Let me close this. Okay. So, first thing that's happening. This is from la.eater.com, a food website. Yeah, this is where I get my news, guys. Food websites. No New York Times, no LA Times, no Forbes. I go to la.eater.com to get my news. I don't know about y'all. So this article reads, as COVID-19 surges, LA County shuts down all outdoor restaurant dining. A modification of the county public health order goes into effect on Wednesday night, which is tomorrow night. So, yeah, it's a bummer. So here, let's just look at this a little bit. So public health officials have announced that outdoor dining at restaurants across Los Angeles County will shut down on Wednesday, November 25th. Modification of the county's public health order was announced on Sunday, November 22nd. Takes effect on Wednesday at 10 p.m., after which restaurants will only be able to offer takeout meals or delivery. During this period, there will be no on-site dining of any kind, indoors or out, for at least 3 weeks. So now we're back to basically like kind of how we started in the beginning of the pandemic, which definitely sucks. Depending on how you kind of feel about the whole thing, whether it's, like our government trying to take control and, they're trying to give us the vaccine and they're going to track all of our movements. I fully understand that position. The other position that, we didn't really take it that seriously, and so we're spreading the virus. I fully understand that too. So whatever side of the coin you're on, there's valid points. But what is not debatable is that this sucks. It's weird, the things that we all kind of took for granted, right? Like something so stupid and simple as just eating out. I definitely took that for granted, it's fun to eat out, sure, but like I enjoy cooking at home, especially when I got like an Instant Pot and an air fryer. Oh man, then it was just like, now I can make really, really dope tasting food. But it sucks. It sucks now that, that's closing down. And being selfish, it sucks for us because we can't eat. We can't go eat out and go be with our friends and all that. But what really, really sucks is it sucks for the restaurants. Talk about like mom and pop restaurants that have dumped, hundreds of thousands into opening a restaurant, creating a menu, creating a catalog of, like different ways to, there's so many things that go into having a restaurant. And for all these restaurants to be, kind of, I think I read an article that said that 80%, no, that's a lot. I think it was like 45% of, 45% of all restaurants in New York are going to be permanently closed, that's crazy, dude. 4 out of 10 restaurants permanently closed. It's sad, man. I feel really bad for anybody who owns a restaurant and who's going through this whole thing, because it's terrible. And what it also does is, like having all this stuff closed, and it's kind of weird, man. I kind of ride the thin line on conspiracy theory and science. I 100% believe in science, for sure, absolutely. But I also believe that, like trusting our government 110% is, I don't know, like I think something nefarious is happening, and I don't know what, I don't know how, but it sucks, dude. It really sucks, this whole thing. Let's see. Public health to modify health. Yeah, so this is a tweet from LA Public Health. Yeah, this is a bummer. It was pretty weird going to restaurants and just eating like outside. Like eating, I always enjoyed eating outside, like eating brunch, getting bottomless mimosas and chicken and waffles on a Sunday. That was dope, like for sure. But it's even more weird when like that's the only thing you can do. That's like, I don't know, it feels very end of the worldy and just not a fun thing, man. It's a bummer. So while that's all going on, this is what I wanted to pull up really quick. So this is what kind of pissed me off a little bit. I don't know if you guys have seen this clip, but it's basically Governor Newsom of California apologizing for attending a birthday party for his 50-year-old friend, quote unquote friend. He's actually like some kind of donor, some kind of super PAC donor or whatever. But so while our governor is, locking down our country and telling us what we can do and not do, again, all in the instance of saving people's lives. Again, I'm fully into science. I have family members who got COVID, like deaths. Like I get it for sure. This is a serious thing, and it's not all like conspiracy. Like I get it. I fully get it. But when government officials are pulling shit like this pisses me off. So he attended a party for this. It was a birthday party for a 50-year-old guy. And initially he had said that it was outdoors. Everybody was socially distanced. They wear their masks. They took the protocols, blah, 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 blah. Sure. And then I think it was, let's see, this other article here. Photos raised doubts about Newsom's claim that dinner with lobbyists was outdoors amid COVID-19 surge. So this is the article. This is from LA Times. I don't only read articles from LA Eater. I also read LA Times once in a while. Mostly LA Eater though. So this article says newly published pictures of Governor Gavin Newsom at a birthday dinner showed him seated with top lobbyists for the California Medical Association. Top lobbyists for the California Medical Association. Okay. Around a table in a private dining room at an upscale Napa Valley restaurant, undercutting the governor's description of the party being held outdoors. So he lied. Said it was outdoors, wasn't. It was indoors. And so it goes on to say, yeah, top lobbyists, Janice Norman, Michelin-starred French Laundry. So from what I know, French Laundry is one of the most expensive restaurants in the country, which is crazy. So pictures published by Fox 11 Los Angeles representing 12, shows a group of 12 representing 6 different households sitting at a table in a private dining room with a roof, 3 walls, and another open wall to the outside with sliding glass doors. Okay, so they were inside but outside. That's kind of like, I'm sure you guys have seen these like pop-up tent style tents where like they're outside of a restaurant, but like there's just walls, and one open wall. So because there's one wall open that's outside, like we can't eat inside, but we can eat outside inside. Yeah, it's all crazy backwards. But anyway, so this is the picture of the of Governor Newsom's outdoor party that he had. So yeah, I mean, they're gonna lock down restaurants and they're gonna tell us what to do, right? And how to stay safe and how to prevent the spread of the virus. But they do this kind of shit. So it just seems backwards. It just seems, again, trusting the government is trusting them 110%. Like they have the best, our best interests is done. Like I don't think that we need to be doing that at all. I think we need to be questioning them and holding them accountable. So after this came out, Governor Newsom came out with an apology. So let's take a little look at it.
On the minimized mixing, I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge something just before we go into the Q&A.
Oh shit, can you guys hear that?
Soberly acknowledge that a few weeks ago, I was asked to go to a friend's 50th birthday. My wife and I, a friend that I've known for almost 20 years, and a friend that had, put a lot of time and energy into his 50th birthday. It was in Napa, which was in the orange status, relatively loose compared to some other counties. It was to be an outdoor restaurant, and we started the program started at 4 o'clock. It was one of those early reservations. I got there
4 o'clock. Huh. Nothing to laugh at, dude. You just, come on.
A little bit late at 4:30. And as soon as I sat down at the larger table, I realized it was a little larger group than I had anticipated. And I made a bad mistake. Instead of sitting down, I should have stood up and walked back, got in my car, and drove back to my house.
No, what you shouldn't have done is done it in the first place. You're telling everybody what to do, and you're doing exactly the opposite of what you're preaching.
Instead, I chose to sit there with my wife and a number of other couples that were outside the household. And you can quibble.
Not outside, inside the household. And not at a household, at a restaurant.
About the guidelines, et cetera, but the spirit of what I'm preaching all the time was contradicted, and I got to own that. And so I want to apologize to you because I need to preach and practice, not just preach and not practice. And I've done my best to do that. We're all human. We all fall short sometimes. We've been out.
You don't get to fall short when you're the governor. This is actually a really good still of his face. I'm screenshotting that. If any of you, any of my editor friends know me, I'm notorious for funny screenshots. Yeah, this one's going in as a GIF.
Out, and I think for 3 times since, in fact, I know it's been 3 times because I remember all of those dinners very, very vividly since February, just 3 times. Twice with my wife, by myself, outdoors, and then this one occasion with a larger group. And there were just a few extra people there than the spirit of what I am promoting. And so if we're going to minimize mixing, you got to You got to own up to that. So I just want folks to know that. Paid for our dinner, and we had an early dinner, but didn't matter. I shouldn't have been there. I should have turned back around. And so when that happens, you pay the price, but you also own years. And the program started at 4:00. It was one of those early reservations. I got there a little bit late at 4:30.
I don't know why I did that.
We had an early dinner, but didn't matter. I shouldn't have been there. I should have turned back around. And so when that happens, you pay the price, but you also own the mistake, and you don't ever make it again. And you have my word on that. And just know this has not been a practice I've indulged in the past. I take it very seriously, what we are promoting.
Oh, you take it seriously. You take it so seriously.
Many months. And you should expect nothing less of me, and I expect more from myself. And you have that commitment and my resolve in that respect as well. So when I say minimize mixing, I mean it. But again, COVID fatigue is exhausting, and I'm empathetic beyond words.
Okay, I don't know what you guys think, but that just sounded very like condescending and like I don't like I know what's good for you guys. I got this. I'll handle this. Yeah, sure, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Like, dude, you can't do that kind of shit, dude. Like, what that is gonna do is make everybody take this whole thing way less seriously. Oh, my shit was super loud, huh? All right, I just turned that down. I don't know how that happened. Turning the wrong knobs, I guess. But yeah, so like when the governor of California does something like that, you're like minimizing the whole seriousness of the situation. If the situation is as dire as it is, that's not helping. Like, when you slip like that, you're making everybody not believe anything. And then it's going to get worse because they're like, dude, you're telling us not to gather in groups, not socially distance, no go to restaurants, blah, 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 blah. But like, you're doing the exact opposite. Okay, I'm sounding like a broken record now. That just pissed me off because, yeah, I don't know, dude. You can't, it's just bad. It looks bad. With that being said, I'm going to go to this. Let's talk about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's coming up in 2 days on Thursday, which should be a blast. Thanksgiving was always one of my favorite holidays for sure. It always reminded me of like, getting together with your family, grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, auntie, uncles, all in the kitchen, food smelling amazing. Everyone's kind of having beers, everyone's chilling, catching up, it holds a very dear place in my heart because it's just nice when family all gets together and hangs out. It's just, I don't know. I can vividly remember, like, when I was young, I think, like, my favorite memories were when I was young, like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6 years old, like a little kid. I remember, like, falling asleep at, some family member's house in the corner on, like, the carpet, just dead tired from playing with my cousins, running around, playing with toys, whatever. Just falling asleep dead tired and falling asleep to the sounds of, like, my family, like, dishes clanking in the kitchen, tons of laughter. Like, it was just such a soothing, it was like ASMR, circa 1990, whatever, when I was 5 years old. But yeah, so Thanksgiving holds near and dear to my heart, and it sucks that this year is just going to be kind of ruined. Even though I'm in California and, like, pretty much all my family's in Hawaii, pretty much. But like, even then, I would spend it with friends who were up here, who were also transplants from other places. And so it's kind of a bummer. So I just wanted to pull up this, the CDHP guidelines for Thanksgiving this year. So, okay, mandatory requirements for all gatherings. Attendance. Gatherings that include more than 3 households are prohibited. Okay, so, all right, so that's like 3 immediate families, which, if you're in any kind of, I'm not shitting on white people, but if you're, actually, this really doesn't apply, but what I'm trying to say is, if you're any kind of ethnicity other than Caucasian, 3 households for Thanksgiving is a joke. That's a joke. Like, if you're Mexican, 3 households live in one house, let alone Thanksgiving. You're talking 30 households. And then Hawaiians get, okay, that's just ridiculous. But again, I get it, trying to prevent the spread, but making this thing like 3 households are prohibited, you're already setting everyone up to just break all the rules and say, screw it. Like, I don't see this happening. This includes everyone present, including hosts and guests. Remember, the smaller the number of people, the safer. Sure, I totally understand that. Keep the households that you interact with stable over time. By spending time with the same people, risk of transmission is reduced. Participating in multiple gatherings with different households or groups is strongly discouraged. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes that I get that for sure. The host should collect names of all attendees and contact information in case contact tracing is needed later. Okay, cool. Okay, these are all reasonable rules. Minus 3 households prohibited. That's not gonna happen. Gathering outdoors. Okay, so get it. Yeah, gather outdoors, but I don't know. The logistics of bringing an entire Thanksgiving dinner out into a park. Okay, or maybe like a garage or sidewalk, or Thanksgiving on the sidewalk. Is that a thing? Attendees may go inside to use restrooms as long as the restrooms are frequently sanitized. Okay, yeah, okay, so like this all makes sense, but like, just man, this whole thing sucks, dude. This whole thing is terrible. A gathering of no more than 3 households is permitted in a public park or outdoor space. Multiple such gatherings are occurring. Mixing between group gatherings is not allowed. Okay, yeah, got it. Don't attend gatherings if you feel sick. Okay, yeah, this is obvious. You shouldn't be. If you feel sick, you shouldn't be going out anyway. Like that shouldn't be happening at all either. Hold on one second. Let me respond to this text. Where's the funny stuff that I wanted to read? Here. Rules for singing, chanting, and shouting at outdoor gatherings. Singing, chanting, shouting, and physical exertion significantly increases the risk of COVID-19 transmission because these activities increase the release of respiratory droplets and fine aerosols into the air. What kind of Thanksgiving is happening where people aren't shouting at each other? I don't see that happening at all. I can remember fondly many Thanksgivings of shouting. What it was shouting, it was happy shouting, but it was still shouting nonetheless. So that's just kind of a silly. Hold on, okay. Wow, sorry, I'm doing work stuff right now. Sorry, guys. Yes, singing, chanting, all that stuff. Damn it, I gotta get better at these keys. There's a lot of windows open. If you guys could only see what's going on my other screen, it's a mess. Okay. Let's see. People who are singing, shouting, chanting, or exercising are who's exercising during Thanksgiving? Who's in the corner doing burpees during Thanksgiving? I mean, probably a good idea. Work off the food while you're eating. Makes sense. Maintain physical distance between 6 feet. People who are singing or chanting are strongly encouraged to do so quietly, at or below the volume of normal speaking voice. Okay, that'll be fun to sing some songs at a whisper. I guess we all have to sing like this. It's creepy. It's like a horror movie. Instrumental music is allowed as long as the musicians maintain at least 6 foot physical distancing. Musicians must be from one of the 3 households. So if you don't have a family member who is good at playing music, you are shit out of luck, my friend. Instrumental music is allowed as long as the musicians maintain at least 6 foot. Playing of wind instruments, any instrument played by the mouth, such as trumpet or clarinet, is strongly discouraged. Okay, so the reason why I brought this up is because it this is just kind of like, man, this whole year went to shit. Went to shit real quick. Within a matter of weeks, like everything is just it's just fucked. Like this is awful. Yeah, all right, that's all I want to talk about that. But with all that being said, I hope everyone has a decent Thanksgiving. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be having an amazing Thanksgiving this year. Just based off of the vibe, the vibe of 2020. Yeah, it's a real bummer. But I also did read an article that said something like how to, flip your way of thinking. And so, yeah, it sucks you can't be with family, you can't be with friends. But maybe this Thanksgiving, you go inward and you think about you and you do some self-care and some real deep diving into you. And maybe order Chinese food instead of eating Thanksgiving dinner. Or like KFC or something like that. Or I don't know. My wife's vegan now. She's doing vegan, so we're going to be eating vegan food anyway. So cheers. Oh, great. Someone's at the door. Oh, great. Someone's at the door. All right, hold on. I'll be right back, guys. Mishka! Mishka! No need to be alarmed. It was just an Amazon box. Mishka, it's an Amazon box. It's okay. Why are you barking at the Amazon? Oh, dude, my dog is getting... She's just, dude. Steve. Oh, yeah, it was an Amazon box. But she's been ripping up everything, dude. If I don't take her out on, like, a 3-hour high-intensive workout every day, she just starts tearing stuff up. It's psychotic. And then, like, cardboard boxes. She's been, like, just ripping through all of our cardboard boxes. Steve, that if that was you who was knocking on the door, that would have blown my mind. Steve, how does it sound? How does it look? Is the stream lagging? It looks like it's lagging on OBS. A little bit. Let's see if I can fix it here really quick. Just reset it. LOL, good thing she's super. Yeah, if she wasn't cute, I'd beat her up. No, I'd make her dog fight. I'd throw her in the ring with Michael Vick's crew. Turn her into a beast. Nah, she's dope, dude. She's super cute. Oh. Say hello to everybody, Mishka. Her full name is. Thanks, man. Good looking out, Steve. Her full name is Mariska. No, what is it? It's Detective Benson, a.k.a. Mariska. Named after the great Mariska Haggerty from Law & Order. My wife's idea, obviously. Huge Law & Order fan. Can you please stop eating stuff? All right, I'll take you to the park. Let me do my stream. All right. Little lag. Yeah, I feel you, dude. All right, I gotta figure that out. I think it's because I'm doing Restream, which is like, because I'm going to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. So it's gotta be something with that. I'm gonna change some settings and see if this works. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Everything seems real bright right now, too. Is that more vibey? Oh, it's way more vibey. The screen is really, really bright, though. Okay, anyway, I'm diverting from the task at hand. All right, so let's look at another article here.
I'm here at
this one's from KTLA. Titled, Travelers into LA must sign form acknowledging COVID-19 quarantine or face possible $500 fine. This is nothing new to all of my family in Hawaii. When the pandemic first hit, they went. There was a 2-week lockdown in Hawaii since like very, very early. I know it took them a little bit to start it, but so that's normal. But LA has never really had to deal with that, and so let's just look at this video really quick.
People pile into the airport now to get ready to travel. This is the thing for tomorrow, as Meg mentioned. If you are traveling, whether you're a California resident or you're someone who is just visiting or you know someone, please give them a heads up, because you will be required to fill out an online form. And this form is asking that you acknowledge the fact that you will need to self-quarantine for 14 days. This is to help stop the spread of COVID-19. Now, a lot of people are asking, well, what's going to be required in that form? Take a look at your screen right now. We're showing you that form. They're asking for your first, middle, last name, your email address, and your phone number. Failure to sign this online form could result in a $500 fine. Of course, you do have to click that box at the bottom to acknowledge the agreement. We're hearing from LA Mayor Eric Garcetti and travelers about this form. Listen.
Visitors arriving at LAX or Van Nuys will be informed of this new requirement through signs posted throughout the airport, and airlines are being asked to notify their passengers.
So I don't think we should fine people that may really need to travel.
Well, I know New York is more than that. No, that's fine. I mean, I'm at home. I'll be at home. I'm off work.
LAX officials say it is impossible to predict Thanksgiving holiday traffic, since this is the first Thanksgiving holiday we've...
Oop, sorry, closed out on accident. But you guys get the gist.
Levitate,
So
baby.
yeah, the
Man,
mandatory quarantine thing. Yeah, I don't know, man. Again, I don't really know how you like enforce that either. Like, again, the conspiratorial side of my brain is like, okay, you signed the paper. You saw there you have to put in your email address or something. What if you signed the document, you put your email in there, they run that through a database that then links into your phone signed in with your email address, and then they just track you. So if they just see if you left or not, then they can give you that $500 fine. Yeah, so not to get all conspiratorial again, man, but like, this seems weird. This seems a little bit weird. It seems weird that all this is happening like this. I don't know what to think. This is turning into something. It sounds like all of the worst things combined, right? You have a global pandemic. You have like tracking your data, taking your data and using it, selling it. You have a psychopath in the White House, a very, very gnarly election where it's basically split like half-half. The country is completely split on who they think should be running the country, which I think is bullshit. That presidents don't run the country. That's no. Yeah, this is just kind of, it's all getting sketchy, man. It's all getting a little weird. More weird. I think there was a time, like, I don't know if you guys remember, when the pandemic first hit, it kind of sounded like, okay, we got to stay inside for about 2 weeks, wear the mask, wash your hands, don't talk to people, just get into the grocery store, get your shit and get out. You know what I mean? It all kind of seemed like that's what we had to do. And it seemed like there was an end in sight. This is now, it's been 6, 7, 8 months now. And it's no sign of it ending at all, which kind of freaks me out. Now it just seems like it's just going to get worse. It's going to get worse, worse, worse. And this whole new normal thing, I guess this is the new normal. Yeah, this new normal sucks big time. All right, one more article here. Trump administration is considering shortening the recommended quarantine time for COVID-19. So this goes in direct contrast with this kind of thing. So what he's saying is basically he's talking to Department of Health and Human Services, and they're thinking that as long as you get a test, the 14-day might not be necessary, which that doesn't make sense either. Like, I think the general, I mean, I'm no doctor, and beyond that, I'm a full-blown retard. I don't know what I'm talking about. But it seems like when you get this coronavirus stuff, it takes about 2 weeks for it to get out of your system. So shortening it, I don't know. That seems dumb too. Uh, yeah, yes, yeah. I don't know where I'm going with these stories. I'm being a downer now. I'm being like I'm being like the regular news. This went from a happy, fun podcast, play video games and like DJ, play music and shit, to just like full blown doom, disaster. We are all going to die. Yeah, this sucks. But yeah, so I mean, things like this, right? Just like complete, like everyone's on different pages. Like, yeah, Steve, you can't deny there are so many inconsistencies that exactly. And so yeah, I think we might kind of think similarly here. Like, I'm not full blown like conspiracy theory right wing Alex Jones fucking Bilderberg lizard people, and I'm not full like lib where it's just like we all need to get inside and stop, and we're all gonna die if we don't listen to the government. Like, there's a middle ground, dude. There's a middle ground to all of this, and but I think that's happening naturally. Like, I think people are just kind of tired of it. And like, I was watching a podcast. I watched this podcast called Revenge of the Cis. They're like a decently big like YouTube podcast channel, and they're like right wing dudes. Which I'm kind of more liberal. Like, but like I also try to watch everything and just to be as much informed as possible from both sides. But they were saying like they were making a joke saying that like, remember when back in the day, like death seemed like the worst thing ever. Like, if somebody was holding a gun to your head, said like, "Give me all your money, dude, I'm gonna kill you." It was like, "Please God, my life is good. I don't want to die." That was natural for you to do. Now it's kind of like somebody holds a gun to your head, say, "Give me your wallet." Like, dude, take my wallet, take fucking everything, dude. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. It's like, even if your life is great, the whole world is just like crumbling. And so it's hard to, okay, I'll be honest. This whole pandemic hit, I wasn't affected like other people were. I was already working at home. I do video editing and graphics and all that kind of stuff. So like about a year and a half before the pandemic hit, I was already quarantining. I went out to go like see friends, eat dinner, go to shows, go see music, go see art. You know what I mean? Like, I basically lived in a bubble anyway. But not everybody's that lucky. And so, God, I totally lost my train of thought. My dog is chewing. What are you chewing through now? Stop eating stuff. Like, what is this? She's just eating through plastic? What are you eating? What are you eating? Stop eating stuff. Here, where's your ball? I'll play with you if you bring your ball. How's that? Is that a good deal? Bring the ball. I'll throw the ball to you. Go get your ball. Go get your ball. Just stop. I don't even know where you got that from. I hope that wasn't important. Jesus. Anyway, yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, this whole thing just sucks. It's a bummer. Oh yeah, like what Steve had commented, you can't deny there are so many inconsistencies that make you think. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Watching Revenge of the Cis. Yep, the joke about doesn't really matter. Fuck it. It's all burning down. Oh, that's what I was saying. It's hard to feel true joy, true happiness when you know that so many other people out there are experiencing tragedies, loss of jobs, loss of work, loss of income, loss of family members, loss of life. There's just so many things to like that it's hard to like truly be happy because, you know, it's just hard, man. Okay, so that's the end of the terrible news. On to some good news. Other screen, click. Rent is falling in Los Angeles. Head east, you'll find the opposite. The only reason why I bring this up is because me and my wife are trying to get out of Hollywood. We've been here in Hollywood now for, when I first came to LA, I came straight to Hollywood. The school that I went to, Musicians Institute, shout out MI. My last stream that I did, I had a bunch of my MI students in here. Yeah, so I've been in Hollywood since 2006. I've lived all over, lived in the Valley, lived in Silmar, blah blah blah, like lived all throughout Los Angeles. But I've always like worked kind of in Hollywood. So yeah, I've been here for since 2006. So that's what 14 years. Is that the right math? Hey Siri, what's 2000? I'm kidding. Yeah, so I've been here for a while, but like most people who live in big cities, New York, New York, LA specifically. And especially since I work from home, there was kind of this realization, like, we don't need to be here. Like, it made sense before because I was close to all the studios. Everyone kind of shot around here in Hollywood. It was nice being central so that, like, when I would be on shoots or people would be shooting stuff, I was kind of in Hollywood. So whether you're shooting in the Valley, Long Beach, wherever in the Valley, like, I was kind of central. So, like, people could drop off drives, work from here. It was just kind of convenient to be here. But now that this is all happening, we're trying to dip. So I think we're going to move kind of closer to, like, I don't know, maybe like east. Not deep east, not like Steve Orderica deep. Like, dude, I remember you used to drive from West Covina, like, every day to Hollywood, which is psychotic. What was that? Hearing something in the background. Sketchy. Yes, okay. In Los Angeles, apartment rent is on the decline amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Estimated rent for a vacant apartment has fallen 5.3% since the beginning of the year in Los Angeles County, according to one measure, as landlords try to fill vacant units in a down economy. Which is, yeah, that's for sure like what we've been seeing. We've been seeing pretty low rent. I mean, full disclosure. I mean, I know there's not 1,000 people watching, so I don't give a shit about saying this, but our rent for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom is $2,500 here in Hollywood, and it's nice. It's nice, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, balcony, first floor, two parkings, washer dryer in our unit, high ceilings. It's great. $2,500 in like Pasadena or like Altadena. Like Glendale, Arcadia, dude, 2,500 will get you like a lavish, like townhouse, garage, like all new appliances. And so that's kind of what we're thinking. Just like, we're not going to save money by moving out there, but we'll at least be living in like not a shithole city. Like, since we got this dog, we have to take her on walks and runs all the time. Or like you saw, she'll just like rip through shit. And so, exactly, Steve. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, and so exactly what you're saying. We could be paying for a home. That's kind of what we're trying to do now. Like, now we're trying to figure out our finances. I know moving and paying the same amount of money isn't like, but yeah, we I think first things first, we got to get out of Hollywood because this is stupid. Like, there's glass everywhere. Oh, I don't know if you guys have the Citizen app. Oh, terrifying, dude. There's like, I mean, and again, I've grown up middle class my whole life, and so I don't really know what it's like to live in dangerous neighborhoods at all. But like, dude, gunshots, grand theft autos, armed robberies, purse jacking, just like tons of crime happening. And I mean, it makes sense. Like, people are broke and like shit's happening, so like it totally makes sense. But I think when you're in like a big city like this, it's just ramped up. And so yeah, so we're trying to get out of here. So we're kind of taking advantage of this whole thing. Yeah, Steve, I gotta get like on y'all's level. One day, my friend, I'm working on it. Oh, speaking of get on one level, this episode was brought to you by Lagunitas, Something Easy, and you can't even see that because my screens are so bright. Yeah, drinking Something Easy. This is a nice little chill hazy IPA. On a Tuesday, have a beer, do a stream. But yeah, so estimated rent falling, blah, blah, blah. In the Inland Empire, apartment hunters are encountering a stark difference. It's day and night, says Rafael de Anda of CoStar Group Incorporated, an analyst who specializes in the Inland Empire. I don't know why he sounds like this. I don't even know what accent this is. This is a made-up accent. It's a combination of Mexican, Russian, and Italian all at once. Stay thirsty, my friends. In Riverside County, rent for vacant units jumped 6.9% between January and October, according to rental websites and data provider Apartment List, which produces a monthly rent-based index on listings on its website. Yeah, so that's it. So it makes sense. So this article goes on to basically say that, kind of like what I just said, people are leaving central Los Angeles and moving either west or east because the prices are way, way cheaper. If you are lucky enough to be working from home or work remotely, blah, 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 it doesn't make sense to live here. And there's a mass exodus happening in New York. I listen to a lot of comedy podcasts, like almost strictly. That's pretty much all I listen to. But it really sucks for them because that was literally their only reason to live in the city is because they damn, my dog's ringing the bell to go outside. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up in a little bit, take her outside. But yeah, so that was literally their only reason for living in New York City is because the access to the comedy clubs, around tons of people, so when they do shows, a lot of people are there. But now that in those shows, like the comedians are just dipping, like moving to New Jersey, moving to Philly, getting out of the city. And so I think that's kind of happening throughout, which is, again, the whole theme of this podcast is doom and gloom. And so I feel like it's going to be this thing where we're going to look at like LA and New York in like 15, maybe, less than that, 5 years. And it's just going to be like Mad Max, just like whatever like homeless vagrants are here left. Just going to like, it's just gonna be gnarly, dude. Like if it's going like this, I can see this happening. Again, I'm not like a glass half empty kind of guy. Thank you for watching, Steve. I appreciate you, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna stream for sure again, play video games and all that. But what was I gonna say? Oh, the iBalance stuff should be coming out soon. I was gonna demo that before I'm done with the stream. But yeah, Steve Waterica, if you guys need a DP, need a videographer, he is the man. If any of you have been following any of my social media stuff or Laura's social media stuff, we've been working on this thing called the iBalance, which is a fitness. I'll just do it right now. Fuck it. It's a fitness machine. Let me turn on some lights. So it's a fitness machine based off of balance. So you put your hands up here on the grips, you put your feet over here, and then you do planks or push-ups on it. So it wobbles like this. And right now it's in like intermediate mode. But if I take out this pin right here on this side, on this side, the front bar and the back one, they'll rotate independently. Let me just do it so you guys can see. They'll rotate independently. And so this creates a pretty silly workout. So imagine holding a plank on this thing, but it twists independently. So yeah, that's the iBalance. You'll be hearing me talk a lot more about that coming up because I'm working on. Oh, hi, babe. Thanks for tuning in, babe. I know you just got off of work. She's actually checking out a place for us right now. So fingers crossed that we can get out of Hollywood and move to the burbs, to the Dina. Just got to get out of here, man. It's getting crazy. Okay, so yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, Steve. Appreciate you, playa. Let's catch up soon. I guess this article is pretty much done, but places like LA, really any big city that has a lot of economic drive, every summer we get people who move into these cities for college or people changing careers. It's not so much that people are moving from LA to Rancho Cucamonga, but rather the people who are planning to move to LA are thinking, do I really need to move to LA? Or can they move to the suburbs? It's a no. Damn it. It's all right. Keep on trucking. Okay. I gotta take my dog outside. So, the last thing I wanted to, this is what I wanted to do. Before I play the last video, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit. You guys can hear, I don't know if you guys can hear her ringing, but we actually have this doorbell that, it's like a wireless doorbell that we put one little thing by the zero closet space. Oh, yeah, we can't have a house without closets. How about we just build a shed in the backyard and we have an outdoor closet, like a closet shed for all the music, all the clothes. I wanted to play a clip from my last Twitch stream, because it's pretty cool and also embarrassing at the same time about how stoked I get for getting a kill. I was really, really bad at this game for a long time, and now I'm kind of getting okay. And so I just want to show you this clip here because it's, again, like I said, pretty awesome and embarrassing all at the same time. So let me just make this thing. All right, turn this knob. Okay, yep. Okay, let's see. How do I watch this clip? And watch in clips page. There we go. Okay, here it is. This is a long shot. No, I'm not gonna see. There's another guy here. Okay, he's creeping. Oh! Holy shit. If anybody's watching that live, dude, that does not happen often. Holy shit. That was a super long snipe, dude. It wasn't that long of a snipe. I mean, I don't know. That was pretty long. I'm sure all my other friends who play Fortnite would be like, dude, that wasn't that crazy. But I was pretty drunk at that time, and holy shit, that was a... Watch my like listen to how excited I get, and and how like I'm like ecstatic that I got this super long snipe. Okay, watch this. There's another guy here. Okay, he's creeping. Oh! Dude. If anybody's watching that live, oh, it's so embarrassing. I love it. I had to show that shit because, but yeah. Oh hell yeah, Mario! I'm gonna copy your screen tag right now. If anybody's watching who plays Fortnite and you want me to add you, please message me your Mario. Is that like is that PlayStation code or Fortnite account or dude? If you can help me how to add Little Nino, dude, I've been trying to add Little Nino and Aron on Fortnite for like a year now. I can't figure it out. We keep trying to add each other and it just doesn't work. I don't know if you have any insight on that. That'd be dope because. But yeah, I'll add you to Fortnite, dude. Let's get some games in. I'm down for sure. All right, so the last thing I wanted to play was this this video that I saw on Reddit, and the title of it is 2020 End Credits. To give you a little bit of background. Actually, should I just play the video first, or should I give you the background first? Yeah, I'll just play the video first. That's more fun. The title of this video is 2020 End Credits, and it couldn't be more appropriate. Hell yeah, Mario, I'll add you for sure. I love this guy. He's killing it. Just sirens, fire, people throwing rocks, flashbangs going off. This lady is just like... Oh God. But just to give you a little bit of context, let's see. Let me hide this. Context: footage is of a pianist in Barcelona playing a rendition of the Bangles' hit "Eternal Flame" amid the sound of explosions, wailing sirens, and protesters. Has gone viral on social media. Peter William Geddes, who was playing in Placa Nova on the 31st of October, said as the violence escalated in the background, he felt peaceful. When I play, I am very calm. no nerves. Anti-lockdown protests have been ramping up across Europe as many countries head into more stringent COVID-19 lockdowns. So this kind of sounds a lot like I was talking about Thanksgiving. Actually, no, my Thanksgivings weren't that chaotic, but there's like a little bit of peace in like hearing stuff like that in the background. I mean, for me, it was family members laughing and like cleaning and like making plates to bring home to eat later. This guy digs full-blown chaos happening behind him and is able to hold it down, which is admirable. I mean, dude, just I can't get enough of this video, dude. Oh shit, dude. Classic. Here's the actual Bangles playing, which will get me banned from or copyright strict, but whatever. I'll just play a piece. Ah, 2020 was fun, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. All right, cool. Well, thank you guys for watching. Whoever popped in. Add me on all the stuff. I'm on Twitch, Twitchy Leeks, 3 E's. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I make my DJ name was Leeks with 5 E's. Now it's Twitchy Leeks with 3 E's. Mixplate Podcast, Twitchy Leeks Podcast. Yeah, I get it. I'm all over the place. Forgive me. But I think if you just type, so on Facebook, I'm just like on Alika Owana, like my personal whatever Facebook page. Twitch is Twitchy Leeks. And then I think YouTube, if you type in Twitchy Leeks, it'll pop up there too. But yeah. Thank you for watching, commenting, tuning in. And yeah, so now I have like the video game setup stream. I have the music setup stream. And now this podcast setup stream. This is just a solo podcast, clearly, but I definitely want to do some like podcasts with friends, either here with me or over Zoom, over Skype. I think I was talking about it last time. I'm going to do this cool thing where I'm going to add like a Zoom room and then get another projector and then project them into that picture frame there. Also, I got this one here. So yeah, I don't know. I'm going to figure out some stuff. Hit me up if you want to collab on some shit, video games, music, whatever that might be. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all, and catch you on the flippity flip flop. guys for watching. I'll be back soon. Peace.